Right, it's Friday. It means it's time for the Insider's Room. Speaking of sports, again, I'm back with the one and only Legion of Picks.
How's it going, everybody?
And tonight we got a special guest here. Since the Phillies took the lead, Right Cape decided he could come on and grace us with his presence and give us a little bit of his time.
Yeah,
That's right. Go Phils.
All right, so I'll let I'll let Legion here kind of run the topics for tonight. So the first thing he said he wanted to talk about was the old man Lakers. So
yeah. I mean, who else is joining that squad? I mean, it's just getting ridiculous. I mean, honestly, I kind of hope Carmelo Anthony gets a ring. I've always liked him anyway, but I mean, you're just going to keep adding veterans to the squad, and are they even going to play 50 games together? I mean, that's what you got to ask yourself here. And I don't know if that can even happen with them. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to hold up. But I mean, they're just slowly just getting better. I mean, adding Westbrook was a big deal for him. I think that's a huge improvement for him on offense and defense. And usually Westbrook makes people play better. Every scoring champion that's played with Westbrook, like Durant, he got better with Westbrook. Bill, had high numbers with Westbrook there. Paul George. I mean, so everywhere he goes, he seems to make people better around him as well. So, yeah, they're going to be tough to beat. And then I don't know what the hell the Suns are doing, adding Chris Paul to a 4-year term for, a lot of money. It's like he might only play a year, and that's it. I don't know. That's just crazy to me. I mean, good for him for getting paid, but that's not what the Suns need, So that's just my take on the basketball world right now. And then you got other, trades happening and things too. And it's just, yeah. Is Damian Lillard actually going to stay with Portland? I mean, I guess we'll find out. So,
I think he does. I don't think Lillard moves anywhere. I don't think Simmons moves anywhere.
Yeah, well, yeah, so people in Philadelphia, do they actually like Simmons enough to want to keep him?
I'd say most of the people dislike him after this past playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, but the shooting things has been a problem since he's been in Philadelphia, and that's what everybody talks about all the time, that he can't shoot, he can't shoot, he can't shoot. And Philadelphia needs a shooter, a scorer.
Yeah. Well, but that's been a problem since he was at LSU. He couldn't shoot at LSU either. I mean, he's never been known as a shooter.
No.
But yeah, here's my thing about the Lakers. Again, and I think the thing is, I think it's been proven throughout LeBron's career. You got LeBron, you surround him with shooters. They would surround him with shooters in LA. I mean, Westbrook can't shoot to save his life.
No, he's just good at attacking. Attacking the rim. He's really good at. So, but yeah.
The Lakers are the best when AD basically plays the 5, and he says he doesn't want to play the 5.
Yeah.
I mean,
he might be hurt for the whole season anyway.
There you go.
Okay. Him and LeBron. I mean, how many games is Carmelo Anthony going to play?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying here.
And here's the thing about Carmelo. It's like I'll give you this. Carmelo has changed a bit over the last couple of years. He has been taken like off the bench role or not having to be the main guy. But they always talk about what the banana boat and all these guys wanted to play together. Well, you know what? LeBron could have had Carmelo on his team anytime he wanted.
Yep.
There's a reason it's only now.
Well, yeah, that's true.
There's a reason because, he didn't want Carmelo, I have to have the ball and ISO for 20 seconds and I'll take a shot or pass it. There's a reason he didn't want him on his team. Now he thinks, well, maybe Carmelo can hit me a few threes and
off the bench, right? He's just going to be a bench, role player, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So, what's up there, Bowser? And then we got Earl Sports Bet. What's up, guys?
I don't know. We'll get the Bowser on here. How you doing?
What's up, squad?
There he is on vacation and everything, blessing us with his presence. I like it.
That's what I do.
We're up your alley talking the NBA, and his Legion said his thing was about talking about the old man Lakers. So, what's your take?
Yo, they're gonna compete. They're gonna compete. What could I say? Like, God, I don't know where that defense is gonna come from, but they're gonna compete. I promise you that. I mean, LeBron's up there. I love Westbrook, but see, Westbrook I think is going to be great. Right, that's a dude that pushes in fast break like all day, every day. And if Anthony Davis can get on the same page as that, I mean, that's Lob City. And if it's not, then it's layups. I really like that. I really like that. Westbrook will go get the rebounds too. It'll give him somebody else, LeBron, Westbrook, AD, all getting the rebounds. Carmelo Anthony to the Lakers. I think, Dan, you kind of talked about it, right? I was sitting backstage listening. But I think you hit it spot on, right? It's like, all right, Melo, look, this is what we need you to do. And you have accepted that role and you've been good at it. And that's what we need you to do again here. Take exactly what you're doing for Portland and come and do that for the Lakers. Playoff first round loss at best? No way. Absolutely not. You got, I mean, healthy.
Absolutely. He's hard on the Lakers here.
No, they might not make it.
Look, if they're injured, I'll agree with you all day. But you got a healthy LeBron. He is not exiting in the first round. I'm sorry.
No,
I agree with that.
I'll archive this and we can bring it back.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
No. When I download this after the show, that's what I'll title it. Bowser's stand.
Yeah.
NBA stand.
No,
we'll bring it back. No, it's all right.
Hot take.
Put me on the hot seat. I mean, hey, look,
I think maybe Earl Sports and me are a little bit more on the hot take, saying
under on their season win total. I could go on the under. Absolutely. I'll go with you on that one. They're too old. But is Westbrook really old? AD really old? I mean, I know Melo's up there in age, and I know Ron's up there in age, and they got Marc Gasol, but they still got Dwight Howard, who is a solid platform. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But none, Bazemore. Sorry, I'm blanking here on a couple of their other guys. I got Horton Tucker. I mean, they're back in score.
All right, well, we'll see.
What is everybody a Laker hater over here? Is that what's going on? I'll just come into this and
I'm not hating. I wouldn't be surprised if they won a championship, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it's Westbrook and a bunch of other guys because everybody else is injured.
Look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that they're going to win a championship or even make the playoffs. I'm not going to sit here and say that. But if they make the playoffs and they are healthy, they will not be a first round exit.
I agree.
Okay, and I can agree to that. I can agree to that statement. Yeah.
But look, man, if you got an AD like crawling into the playoffs, fuck out of here. The Lakers are done. You got an unhealthy LeBron. And you got a Westbrook who can't shoot, and
well, you got that already. You got that already,
right? Those back-to-back seasons, though, I mean, a lot of like even transition from the Lakers. The NBA was just obliterated with injuries this year. Your star players, right, were just dropping like flies out there. I think was a lot of games in the bubble, a month and a half, 2 month turnaround, and they're starting their season all over again. And now they're cramming in multiple games. So I think the new season is spread out, that should help.
I agree.
Yeah, but
But they're still starting up early. I mean, we went to July, right?
Yeah. But the season's not
Think of-
it's not as crammed, right? It's like normal season, starting
Right.
October.
Yeah,
and
October. It's not a lot
yeah,
of
you're right.
turnaround
It's going to
time.
be spread out more.
It'll be
But
good.
that's-
It'll
that
be
just
good,
gives
but
them more. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
Dan.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
I don't have any.
No, just go, but so that just gives them more time to take off for load management, even though the season's spread out. They'll get more rest.
That's all that's going to happen. That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
That is all that's going to happen.
Yeah, I it's gonna happen. We're sitting
All
here
right.
talking like LeBron isn't 37 too. Like what he's doing is unheard of. I mean, when did Kobe retire? 39?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he was around there.
And LeBron's still putting up triples or damn near triple doubles every single night. So and it's when he's out there actually playing.
Yeah, he's actually
yeah, when he can make it on the court. That's all right.
when he gets off the wheelchair for a second. Play.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, dude.
No.
I will never defend that man's flopping skills. I will never defend that. Like, I'll put my head down.
Yeah, well, hey.
Anyways,
so-
hey, man, he's
all
about as fragile as Carson Wentz. Those two friends.
Well, here's what's really strange about that. And, well, not that he got injured, but the fact is, like, the same day or the next day, like, one of the best players in the NFL, even though he plays offensive line, everything guard goes out with the same injury.
Yeah.
Yo, you better fix your fields over there, buddy, because what you got going on is
Yeah, that's right.
The guard he goes out with the same injury and the same. It's like one of those like what they talk about once. Something happened when he was younger or whatever. It's just a weird injury, and then the guard goes out.
that's not a coincidence. There's something going on with the practice field or something for that to be doing that.
And Rice should know something about bad practice or bad fields.
Yeah, we had that was horrible.
Yeah.
They had teams who refused to play there because the field was so bad. They had to cancel games.
Yeah. All right, so
Well, I guess moving on. Yeah, we can talk about the UFC then.
Yep.
That's
we got. Yeah. Here's the thing. I know you want to talk about this, Legion, but here's my thing about the whole thing. The women's fight that got canceled. Was it Nunes?
Oh,
But here's the thing. Even if that fight was still on the card, mate, this isn't a pay-per-view caliber card.
No, this one's not. No. This one you shouldn't pay for this. This one you crack stream or something, right? You know what I'm saying? You pirate this one.
but this should be just like an ESPN Plus Fight Night card.
Yeah.
Is that not what it is?
No, it's a pay-per-view. They want you to pay $60-$70 for this card.
Yeah, I ain't paying that. Heck no. No.
Yeah. So what do you think about the I guess the only
I'll pull that up
fight
on the
there?
screen.
Well, I guess there's 3 matches I'm looking at, and it's just going to be the last 3. It's going to be the welterweight, the bantamweight, and then you got the heavyweight round. And on the welterweight, I'm going to take Michael Chiesa. I think he's going to I think that one's going to go the distance, and he'll win by decision here. I just think he's the more all-around better fighter in that one. And I think he was a slight dog last I looked anyway, so I'm going to take that. And then on the bantamweight, I like the Pedro Munoz. I think, I think that, both those fighters are good, but Jose does have that knockout power where Pedro might not have that much as him. Earl says, by submission or decision. I agree with the decision there. with Michael winning on that one. But yeah, on Pedro there, I think he's going to win, and it's probably going to go the distance as well. So I like the overs on both of those. But I'm going to be on Pedro money line. I'm going to be on Michael on the money line, and then on the main event there.
Legion, back up real quick. Anchisa by submission or decision?
Decision.
No, decision.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think that's how he wins, but I'm going to be him on the money line because if you choose a decision, you'll probably get more plus 185 or something, I'd imagine.
Oh, I'm not sure. Earl Sports Bets, he was asking kind of what your thoughts were with that one.
Yeah, no, I like it by decision. And then so on the Derek Lewis fight there, I'm actually going to be on the over 2.5 rounds at minus 150. I think the only way Lewis is going to win is by a knockout, and it could happen in the first round. But Gain is so much better of the ground game. He's got the grappling skills way better than Lewis. So if he can tire out Lewis in the first couple of rounds, which I see happening, Gain's going to win the fight. What's that?
That's a given.
Yeah, exactly. So we all know that. So if it makes it past, 2 rounds here, my deal is going to cash, guaranteed. But if it doesn't get out of the first round, then Lewis probably wins the fight, right? So that's just how everyone sees this fight coming in. And if you're Gain, you're just gonna just take Lewis to the ground and try to hold him there for 2 or 3 rounds just to tire Lewis out, right? And then once Lewis is tired out, he might get knocked out by Gain. So that's what I have.
Okay. Yeah, but I remember the last time you pretty much guaranteed it over.
No, that was a guarantee. We're gonna over until he broke his bloody leg. Okay, I'm sorry. It's like, I don't know what to tell you on that one, but
that's just unlucky.
That's just shit. Dan, me and you were on those sides of bets all the time,
no,
right?
No. I was with you. I was thinking the same thing. I'm just have to give you that little dig there. No, we were on the same bet. I thought this.
Well, what's crazy is the over under. I think at most places they put it at 4.5 for minus 180 or plus 180. I think to go over, and then minus or minus 200 to stay under 4.5 rounds. And so I'm like, no, I like it to go over the 2.5 at minus 150. So I think it's going to end in, right at 3 or 4 is where I think the fight will end at. I don't think it goes the distance. I mean, that's going to be, because by then Lewis should be tired out by the 3rd round here, and Gain should just, take control of him and ground and pound him in either round 3 or 4. So I highly doubt this goes all the way to 5. I mean, I'm going to be shocked if that happens. So.
Leach, I know you follow a lot of the UFC stuff or whatever. Have you heard did you see the latest from Connor?
No, what did he say? Did he say something today?
What
did he say now?
I didn't check today's news on UFC actually.
he was doing something with Mike Tyson. He was going out and he basically said, "Oh yeah, I want to use the Mike Tyson's line or something like I want to eat his children," and then he's going off about Khabib and saying, "Oh, you keep my name out of your mouth and da da da." What are you doing? You're the one that's bringing up everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, obviously he's money and whatever, but come on, he's just. I think he's just. I don't know what he's just trying to keep his name out there now because what?
That's all it is. It's just chatter. He's just trying to stay relevant. Right. I mean, that's what he has to do to try to, he's a businessman anymore, right? He can't fight anymore. Good. He just runs his mouth, gets a good fight, and he gets paid millions of dollars to get his ass whooped, break his leg. Next, he's gonna break his arm. I mean, hopefully someone breaks his.
I think still getting paid.
And then we won't have to hear from his dumbass anymore. I mean, that's where I'm at. Just break his neck and just put him out on a stretcher like you want somebody else to leave out on.
You know what I want to see? I have no particular reason, rhyme or reason, but I really want to see Jake Paul and Conor McGregor go at each other. Really want to see that.
Hey, Bowser, don't tell me you'd pay for that shit either, Bowser.
No, come on, dog. When do I ever pay for the streaming of fights? Never.
Well, that's right.
Never.
You're always hooking me up, so I appreciate that.
But no, honestly, like, I would like to see it, because William's going to get put in their place and never going to be able to go run his mouth again. It's either going to be McGregor or it's.
My problem is I'm not sure which one I want to see lose.
You want them both to lose?
Exactly. Exactly. That's the only problem with that fight. Yeah, exactly. I mean, only because I got a 16-year-old kid, there's no way I can root for Paul to win.
Yeah.
Only because I got a 16-year-old kid, because he's like, "Ooh, Dad, what about the move, Dad? Just get out of here."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, but just think if he wins. What if he beats Mayweather?" I said, "It's never gonna happen. Just go sit down. Go back and play your video games." If a Paul beats anybody of any significance, then I'd just give up.
It would be a draw on both.
Earl's probably right over here.
Still, he is.
Yeah, that's
is.
probably right. So they get more money. It'll be a round two.
Yeah, they're going to collect millions. Oh, you know what? We need to go round two because we didn't have a winner.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And people gobble that shit up, man. It's amazing. It is amazing.
Hey,
well, watching UFC there. What's your inputs on the fights there tomorrow?
Yeah.
You
close this up.
I haven't looked at the card. I have no clue who's fighting.
Do you have any? Oh, no, fair enough.
Did you hear about looking at the college football? Florida State and Clemson trying to make the move?
Yeah.
To the SEC?
I'm a Florida State fan.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, they are. They're trying to.
Go.
If that does, I think it's a collapse, and you're going to be looking at two major conferences.
No, what you're going to look at then is one major conference that's going to leave the NCAA is what you're going to look at. And they're just going to say, no, if you want to play with the big dogs, you got to come join us. And then that's how we disperse our money here. We don't care about playing anybody else from any other division. And that's how that's going to be. I mean,
but
people will pay for it too because it's going to be highly competitive.
Yeah, but Florida State, no offense, right? Because I used to always be a Florida State guy. But, they're like Texas now.
Well,
they've done nothing.
You're right.
They've done nothing.
But they are the big dogs in the ACC, right?
Oh, they're ACC. Yeah, they haven't been competitive since Jimbo.
I'm not talking football here.
Just all sports.
I would say just like as an overall sports program, they're pretty decent.
Yeah, they have a good basketball team.
The whole university.
Yeah, I got you.
No, they got a good softball team too. They made it pretty far.
Yeah, versus I mean, some of those other schools like, I would put like Miami right there with like Florida State.
What about a team like Kansas?
They either got to go to the Big Ten or that's probably their best move, honestly.
Kansas or go like a Notre Dame or Gonzaga, man. They're good with basketball.
I heard Legion at the Big 12 commissioner and the Pac-12 commissioner are supposed to be having a meeting.
Yeah. Well, if I was the Pac-12, I'd gain Kansas because Pac-12 is better at basketball anyways, right, than they are football anymore. So gain Kansas, get Oklahoma State because then Oklahoma State can stay competitive with Oregon and USC, right? That's where they'd match up.
Yep.
And then, you'd be solid with that. Then maybe you get a Baylor in there as well because they got a good basketball. They're pretty decent with football. Throw Baylor over there, then maybe Texas Tech or something, right? And then, then you leave TCU out, and, who cares about the Horned Frogs? But
I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to be like all or nothing.
Yeah.
Take all of us.
That's a lot of teams.
Well, that equal 18 though. If the SEC grabs the other two, right? They'd be at 18 with Clemson and Florida State. So then and the Pac-12 being at what 10 teams now, or are they actually at 12? Whatever they are, and you'd be gaining 6 more teams in, so then it'd be an even.
Oh, I
for
guess,
the SEC and Pac. So.
And then what happens? West Virginia, North Carolina, teams
The
like that.
ACC is just going to have to join the Big Ten then at that point, and there's be 3 major conferences then, right?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be an awesome basketball.
Look, this is gonna
if-
unfold within the next 2 years.
Oh yeah,
Hands down, this is going to unfold within the next 2 years because these all these kids signing these big ass endorsement contracts too is going to the rich get richer, the poor stay poor kind of thing. Because I mean, holy hell, this Alabama quarterback touched the field and he's getting paid $1 million. You know damn well that a fat chunk of that is straight up coming from the boosters.
Oh
Listen, son, hey, I'm affiliated with this program, or I'm with this business. You come sign with Alabama. Here's $100,000 kind of thing, and it could be for like simply an autograph or something. There now you can do like essentially like, you know how people would do like tax write-offs for their houses and shit like that and different things. Now these boosters are going to do, they're going to find loopholes and shit to pay these kids to make sure that they come to these schools now.
Yeah, charitable.
Charitable.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Both the tennis plays that were posted in the insiders room today cashed. Katsukina, I don't know where the hell she came from, but she came up from the depths of nowhere and came back and won that. I think she was down over set 0-3 in the
and Conja came back to win.
Yeah, and Conja came back to win in the money line, baby. 2-0 sweep. Let me bring up.
You know what I'm talking about, because I took that live too when she was down. I was like, no, she's gonna win, and then I had it
plus money on that.
I double dipped, and I double dipped on that one.
Oh, I did too.
Right.
I actually took the over 20. I took the over 21 as well. It just wasn't one that I actually posted, so I actually double dipped on that one.
There you go. No, and I think Collins. I think actually all the favorites won today so far, right? So I think Collins might be the only dog going to win in this last match here. So I'm going to watch it, and I'm.
You know what? I'm already on the over 21.5 on that one.
Oh, so
because I definitely
anyway.
Yeah. I think Collins puts up a fight here.
Yeah, I do too.
It could even go 7-5 potentially first set. So I like.
No, Roy. How about your Granke? How's he doing on those Ks?
Not good enough. It looks like he's about to be done, and he only has 2.
Man, because I did tell that one because I liked it. Cause I saw that. I was like, hell, I like the under in this game. So I figured, hell, getting 5 shouldn't be, for plus money anyways, plus 135 or something, wherever I got it at. I was like, that's good enough for me. But yeah, no, that's all right.
All right.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, Ray.
No, I was just saying it doesn't look likely, but you never know. He could strike out the side next inning.
Well, he could, one inning strikeout 3 in a row, and you're like, damn, I won. So good deal.
All right, so I've got the Olympic basketball coming up. We've talked about this in the last couple of shows now. America made the gold medal game.
I think the line's at minus 13.5. I think the last time I looked, and the over-under was at 170, 174, 175, and I actually like the over in that one.
I see 170 right now.
Yeah. So I actually like the over in that one because I think it's going to get to 185, somewhere in that range, 182. And we all know USA's been starting out slow each game, but maybe this is the game they start out fast. And then, if they blow the lead up, USA's probably going to get to 100, right? So I just need France to get me, 75 points, So I think that can happen because France put up 90 in their last game, right? So I think, the over is looking good because on that side, I mean, I'd either lean France. Yeah, see, first half is, and Slovenia minus 140 is where I'm going. Yeah, see, first half France, that's smart because USA's been starting out, slow in the first half. So I could see that totally covering right there for you. I actually thought about that myself, too.
Earl
So
went
this one he might
France,
do
first half, first
under.
half. He took he took France plus 6.5 first half. Dania minus 140 is where I'm going. You know what, dude? I would take Luka. He's gonna get this bronze here.
I agree.
Luka's gonna put the team on his back and make sure that he gets the bronze here. He's not walking away empty-handed after only losing one game. He's not losing back to back. Earl, I'm with you, man. I like that one.
Yeah, but Legion, that has America put up 100 in the Olympics?
I mean, they got to come out fast, right? They can't have a slow first half like they have been, and so if they can, come out, fast and hitting their shots here, then it's, one, I think they could get close to it. Are they going to crack over it? Probably not, but they're going to be right there, I think. If they're hitting their shots and moving the ball a little bit better than what they have been anyways. So we'll see. Because I think Kevin Durant, he wants this, I think he's going to probably put up 30 on him, I'd imagine, and so I think with him being out there running the floor, so they put up 100 versus Iran and Czech, so not really. So, yeah, no, we'll see. I mean, France does have Gobert, though. He's defensive minded. So, I mean, yeah, we'll find out. They gotta come out, play fast in the first half here, for them to get close to 100. But that still doesn't mean that the over can't happen, even if they don't get 100.
Oh, yeah.
90, right? And then as long as the other team gets 88 or something, 86, then it goes over as well. So
I'm not disagreeing. I was just asking because I really haven't followed it a lot. I did have it, I think, in the last game of the game before when they covered. So, but it was one of those bets sitting around after a few. I'm going, oh, let's bet USA basketball tonight.
Yeah,
they got to.
France just put up 92 against Slovenia, and Luka and whatnot. So, and we all know USA doesn't play good defense. So, is that game already going? Is that NBA?
Which one?
It is already started, I think. The NBA, not the NBA, the USA team.
No. Another hour here, I think. Another hour, 50 minutes.
Well, he's saying France is a live dog up and plus 600.
I don't think so. I don't.
No, the timing's all. Yeah. No, I don't think it started yet. Nope.
So at 10:30, he said. No, I think USA starts at 10:30. I think he was just saying if you get
get him for a live dog. Yeah.
So why we got him here? I know it's been a little quiet, but let's bring on the Philly kid and let him talk about his Phillies for a little bit. I was like, right. Are the Phillies going to get the job done? Or are they going to overtake the Mets?
I hope so. Well, we still got the lead right now, 2-1. Yeah, we're half game back. So, yeah, this is a big series. I think if their pitching holds up, their bullpen doesn't do what they like to do, they'll be all right. I mean, we got Ian Kennedy as a closer, and he hasn't really done much. His first 2 outings, he gave up 2 home runs. So.
Wow. Sounds like Kimbrel.
Yeah. But, I mean, our offense has been rolling along. We've been scoring runs.
So, Legion, before you came on, I was talking to Ryko. I said, this whole baseball season for me, it's like the weird. I've always had the beginning of the season, every weird play that happened always went against me. So I was telling them today, I had the under in the White Sox game.
And it was looking good, too. I was following
exactly. All right, but here's the thing. It was 4-1 going to the bottom of the 8th. They bring in Kimbrel. And then he gives up 2 hits and then a home run and then another hit. And then the Cubs announcers, at the tie of the game, the Cubs announcers come on and say, oh, that's the first home run Kimbrel has given up since May 12th. All right, I'm thinking like, no, okay, that's bad enough, right? It happens to me, but then they come back and say, oh yeah, we just look back and he's only given up 4 straight hits twice in his career. The other time was 10 years ago.
Oh boy.
So it's like once in a decade things happen to beat me in baseball. That's my life in betting baseball.
Yeah, no, baseball's been like I'm barely just treading water with baseball. I just kind of just lay off, and at least the Indians, and they're doing okay for me, and I was gonna follow that Orioles bet that Sir Charles had, for the first 5, which I believe that cashed. I think that was a solid play, and that was probably for plus money too, honestly.
I got it for plus 125.
Nice. Why I never bet full game unders, only first 5. Yeah, yeah, yep.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I mean, extra inning rules helped me out today on the White Sox run line.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the time you didn't bet on your White Sox there, Dan. They actually won, right? Like you said, if I bet on them, they're going to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
That sucks. That definitely hurts.
And it goes back to one of the teams I hate, the Tigers. I just can't figure them out.
Yeah.
They play really well, and you ride them, and then they start sucking, and then
that's what I posted in our side chat there. I was just like, hey, I like the Indians today, but the Tigers, you never know what team are they going to bring on the road, and I know they're not that good on the road, but you just still never know. You don't even know what team you're going to get from the damn Indians, even at home. So, but I had to take it just because the money line was right at 135. So I was like, I'll take it. So far happy with it, but watch me get screwed over in the 9th inning here. Tigers get 7 runs or something crazy, and I'm like, well, join Dan's boat. Shit, man, this sucks. But
it is what it is.
Yeah.
So any early thoughts about the NFL? Did anybody watch the game last night?
I did.
I did not. No. I actually watched some CFL a little bit because I wanted to take the Bombers, and I was reading some articles, and everyone was high on the other team being like because they were actually favored to win the Cup this year for the CFL. So I was like the Tide Cats or whatever, and I was like, oh well, I guess I read too much into the shit, and I was like, no, I still like the Bombers. So I was watching the game, and then of course the underdog wins, and I'm just like, pissed me off, and so I didn't even bet on the CFL today or even look at it. So I'm done with Canadian football. I just look at it. So
one day I'm done.
One day I'm done. I've seen enough.
So right, what did you take away from the game? Nothing.
They didn't really show me anything except that Pittsburgh knows how to throw a slant. Yeah, it wasn't the most entertaining game. I wanted to see how Haskins would do, and he did decent. So,
okay.
I think he's better than Rudolph.
No, so do we have any college or NFL over-unders for team wins and things like that?
I was looking at Utah. That was about it.
But I guess. Well, go ahead. But if you got something, throw it out. I guess that's something we can
for the next show or something.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I haven't really looked at it. I'm looking forward to starting doing things in the next couple of weeks. So
yeah.
But yeah,
well, there's a couple I'm looking at. I'm looking obviously at Oklahoma's win-loss. I mean, it's at minus 160, I think, to get over 10.5. And if they make the national championship game or the playoffs, they got to get over 10.5 wins. And so that one's tempting. The other one I don't mind is actually taking the over. I think it was 9.5 wins for North Carolina. Because they got the coach, Brown from Texas over there. They got the same quarterback. And Brown, he's just offensive minded, so they're just going to air it out. So they should win some games here. And so that one's kind of tempting too for them. And they play in a terrible division. I think over 9.5 is pretty good for North Carolina too. So I'm going to look at that a little bit more in depth and kind of see if I'm going to pull the trigger or not. So
it was in the greatest summer of my life. When he taught me how to play.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The only thing about North Carolina, the only thing that gets me out, I mean, they lost what? They lost both their running backs. They lost their wide receivers. I know the quarterback's great, but
yeah, it's next man up mentality. That's what I believe in for college. I mean, it's every time I don't bet on that kind of stuff, it kills me. It's like, next man up. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna fade that team because injuries, and then next man up kills me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm buying into next man up this year. I'm gonna buy into it 100%. So.
Yeah, but you had 2,000-yard backs in it now. Next man up. I mean, this guy probably didn't even play.
Yeah, well, no, you're about to find out he's gonna rush for probably 2,500 yards. All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna dig into it. I have to dig into it just because of those reasons, really, honestly. So, yeah, we'll
Earl Sports said he was like, New England Patriots will be sneaky this year. I couldn't agree more with him. I think that the Patriots are one of those teams that are going to be the backdoor cover. It's kind of like Joey B and the Bengals last year. God, you knew if they went down, Joey B was slinging it and was covering back doors. I think they do the same thing again this year. They're slinging a lot, cover back doors. New England Patriots, I see them covering quite a bit.
Cam Newton ain't the answer. No.
It's not that. It's not. I'm not. Look, I'm not saying.
I guess depends who's slinging it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, hey, look. Just put Mac Jones at quarterback, and then just let Cam Newton run the ball. God, I mean, it's solved.
No, I like Cam Newton. I think he's gonna have a good season.
No.
I mean, who the hell did? Hey, look, you look. We already talked about this, Legion. They brought back the 2 tight end system, and they're not Greg Olson. They're not Greg Olson, but they are decent tight ends. And when you do 2 tight end set, it frees up somewhere. So just Cam's got to be able to make the right read.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to hate on Cam Newton a whole lot, actually. I mean, as long as he does short passes and things like that, okay, I'll start buying into him or something. But if he starts just trying to run and gun, on the run, that pass is garbage on the run. All right, I can't buy into that at all. I just won't. So if he does, within 30, 35-yard passes and things like that, unless I think fine, yeah, Cam Newton, they'll move, they'll be an efficient offense. I could see it happening that way. But honestly, I think they're going to use Mac Jones too in some packages here. That's I think where they're going to be sneaky at this year and try to win games because we all know that coach is really good there. And New England has the most COVID opt-outs last year as well.
Yep. Defensive. Yeah. That's where I think
quarterback. They had a whole bunch of problems.
That's where I think that a massive improvement's going to happen is defensively for them because I thought that's where at least some of their better players opted out. Right. I thought Gilmore opted out, and I thought they had like a linebacker, like Dante Hightower, or I'm could be wrong with the name. I thought
they had a bunch of guys.
Yeah, I don't follow the Patriots too much. Being a Seahawks fan, I really don't like the Patriots.
Well, you know me, Bowser. I actually like the Patriots because I have Patriots gear and stuff like that from Randy Moss when he was on there. So I've liked the Patriots for a while. Ever since Randy Moss was on that team, and so
that's because every kid was a fan of Randy Moss.
Oh yeah,
you could follow that guy and be a Patriots. Yeah. Hell, I was. That dude could catch anything.
Except the Super Bowl ring.
But yeah, I can't. No. Fucking run the ball, dude. Hey, look, I'll just run it over there real quick. Nah, dude, I'll just pass it from here. No, but it's like right there. I can just run it over there. No, I'll pass it from. Got this.
No, that's just. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
the Seahawks for you.
Oh, sweet. Honestly, I think the Buffalo Bills, I think that they take that division. I think that they're going to have another good run there. Who wins out of who wins? The Eagles, the Cowboys? Does Washington come back and with the Fitz magic there and pull the number one seed? Who wins that division? Because it is a fucking shit show.
You gotta say Dallas because they have the talent, right? But I can't buy into that quarterback either, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
and,
but
I'm not a McCarthy fan either. So.
Well, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So what? Yeah, I guess Dak's got that bad shoulder. What is it? Is this that's another guy? He's like he just can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
I know a lot of it's not. I know a lot of it's not his own thing. I mean, yeah, his ankle got snapped or whatever, but still, he just I don't know.
I think Dak's
the Vikings is good. Earl's posting over there. Yeah, the under for the Vikings is good. I mean, Jared Goff going over there? I mean, or not? No, that's not the same team. No. Kirk Cousins. Yeah, no one cares about Kirk Cousins, and no.
I got a bunch of Vikings futures. I'm high on the Vikings this season.
Oh no.
I think their defense is better. I think their offense is better. I like Zimmer as a coach.
They had a down year last year, though. They really did.
I mean, I think the no fans was a problem. I like Kirk Cousins. I think he's decent.
No, he's good for fantasy. Yeah, well, he'll get you 300 yards, 3 touchdowns in the last quarter of a game. Yeah, and still lose, but you win on fantasy. So for that, I like him. But other than that, I don't like him. I mean,
I don't look, man. Yeah, you give me Kirk Cousins against the losing fucking squad, and I'll take Kirk Cousins all day, baby. He knows how to beat those guys up, but can he win the big one, right? That and he has. He's a couple of them, but it's like. Can you do it consistently, Kirk? Because we haven't seen that out of you. And I think that's what everybody's looking for is that consistency. Man, you'll go 3 games in a row and you'll just fucking light up the scoreboard. And then the next 2, you'll be like, what the hell? Where's Kirk Cousins at? Right? And then it's just like, and then he'll go back to a mediocre game. And then you're like, oh, okay, well, that's Kirk Cousins again. You just look at the consistency of the greatness that he shows.
He's my thing. God, he's a Spartan, and I don't know. Fuck. I mean, how much? God, he's got to be the most overpaid Spartan, except for maybe Le'Veon Bell. I mean, it's those two going neck and neck. I mean, at least Le'Veon Bell did stuff in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, right here are this is Earl just said Giants will be sneaky for NFC East if Daniel Jones can limit turnovers. No, if he can stay healthy, if he doesn't get beat up by his own teammates.
That's important.
If he doesn't get trampled. Yeah.
If he doesn't get trampled by his own teammates.
He's getting curb stomped down there at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what?
I go, dog.
Initiation to be a Giant,
Line it up and we'll be drafting a quarterback next season.
Hey, line it up, boys. We're doing some laps. Nah, I'm retired, dog. I'm too old for that shit. Look, it really depends. Look, Daniel Jones, I think, is a pretty decent quarterback. But I would compare like Daniel Jones, and this is going to be a stretch here, a little bit of a stretch. But Daniel Jones is, I would say, comparable to I'm blanking on his name. Tennessee Titans. Help me out here. Ryan Tannehill. Tannehill. Tannehill is good because Derrick Henry is really effective at what he does, right? That play action pass. Daniel Jones needs Saquon Barkley to be healthy and to be a dynamic threat. If he's not, and they got like Gollman or whatever, they're just loading the box and they're just sending everybody on him. But when he has a little bit of time, I do like what Daniel Jones can do. I really do.
So you think he'll have a better career than Kirk Cousins?
No. Exactly.
Yeah, the guy.
Wait. Is that what we're comparing people to now? I think I have a better career than Kirk Cousins. What's my world come to now? Oh, is this guy gonna have a better career than Kirk Cousins? I mean, Kirk Cousins. Here's the thing: only because he played for the Washington football team. I don't know what they were doing, but that guy is made bank just because. We're just gonna franchise you. We'll franchise you. We'll franchise you.
Well, okay. So do the Vikings pay him again? Because his contract's coming to an end.
No, you don't pay him again, no.
No.
Unless he performs this year. That's why people are probably high on the Vikings, because he's got to perform this year. If he doesn't perform this year, no way you pay that guy. He's kicking the dirt.
Well, yeah, I don't know. That's weird because supposedly they like him up there. I don't. But again, then if they finish decent or finish above decent, then they're not gonna be able to draft one. And then what do you do? They're not going to be able to draft anybody. And then what do you do? What? You're going to go and take Mitch Trubisky off the Bills or something?
Yeah, trade for Carson Wentz.
Yeah, there we go. Man, I saw this great. I saw this. Crack me up. I saw a meme or something, or just some post. Somebody said, last year Jared Allen for the Bills was like an 88 in Madden. And this year's an 86 because the word got out that he's been listening to Trubisky and turned practice.
He just got paid today, didn't he?
Well,
Allen,
that's the problem with the Bills right there, right? That's going to be the problem. I mean, some of these guys that get paid, their game kind of falls off a little bit in that first year after getting paid. For whatever reason, it happens to a lot of them. And I don't know if Allen's that kind of guy, right? But we'll find out. That's why I wouldn't be high on the Bills.
Well, I got a lot of futures on the Bills, so Allen better come to play. I want to see MVP Allen.
Yeah. The problem is, it's not the problem that they're paying. Listen, I think he's a good quarterback, or an above average quarterback, good quarterback. But the problem is now you're extending him now early. Let him wait to the end, because here's the thing. Now, that's why Seattle for so long, they were so good, because they could spend all the money on the defense because they had Russell Wilson on the rookie contract.
Yeah, for so long. That's right.
And that's the thing. You got to win when you're on the rookie contract. That's when you got to start putting things together, because you can pay everybody else.
Yep.
And, so I don't know what that's going to do to them. No, you mentioned earlier Jared Goff. No, he's with my guys. He's with the Lions.
Yeah, with your guy. I know. I have no hope for that team.
Jared Goff is in the trash in the middle of Detroit somewhere. God knows where he's at, but he is definitely in some garbage can, because ain't nothing going to amount from that guy coming out of. Look, Stafford his neck was barely floating above the water out there in those fucking lakes that they got. Ain't no way pretty boy Jared Goff is going to survive Detroit.
No.
No
Dan's
objection.
He's like, shit.
His career is going to the garbage.
I'm gonna throw this out there now, and because Bowser threw out his thing, so I'll archive it. I'll archive this. We will be better than the Bears this year.
Who?
I shouldn't even say we. You know how much I hate Detroit. What?
Who?
The Lions.
Better than the Bears?
Yes.
Oh, you're drunk. Go home.
I don't hate it.
I might be.
I don't hate it.
And I am. Wait.
No,
I might be a little bit,
Fields.
and I am home. So what's your point?
Justin Fields will see the field before the end of this year.
Well, yeah, fine.
And the team will rally behind him. Look, you got to get rid of Andy Dalton. Like, what? I mean, he's there.
They get rid of Nick Foles. You
got to get rid of both of them. They got to do the exact same thing. We just talked about it. You got to pay the defense right now and get Justin Fields on that rookie contract. Go get it done.
Yeah, get them playing football. Get on the reps.
They got the foundation for a good defense.
They don't have a left tackle. They don't have a left tackle. Every left tackle's injured on that team.
Well, that was last year.
I'm throwing it out there. Listen, here's the thing, because I listen to Chicago sports all day, and that's their thing. There's like, at least we're better than Detroit. Well, if you look at last year, the Lions beat the Bears once, and they should have beat them the other time. But the guy
Because
dropped
they had
it.
Stafford.
Huh?
Because they had Stafford.
Yeah, but the Lions suck anyway. I'm just saying. I think we'll be better than the Bears this year. That's my.
Are you telling me that Jared Goff is better than Matthew Stafford?
I didn't say that at all.
He didn't say that at all. No.
Or you
No,
think that the Lions are
say
going
that.
to perform better this year with Jared Goff than they did last year with Matthew Stafford?
Hey, I don't have Matt Patricia.
That's true. But that's true.
I don't have Matt Patricia.
Okay.
That's a
fair point.
I'm not saying that Goff is better than Stafford at all. No, but I know we got to bet. I don't even know if this coach is any good. He's got to be better than
Bryce Harper, 2-run bomb.
Oh man, really? He checked over and hell yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I think. Listen, at least we got a tackle. That's more than going to say about the Bears.
Well, yeah. Look, man, I really don't even keep track of the Bears or the Lions.
I know you don't.
I really don't even know the last time those guys were even in the playoffs. I just focus on playoff teams. Those are the guys that matter to me because that's at the end of the year. I know my team's going to be in the playoffs.
I don't. Well,
no, fair enough. Well, hell, I think I'm going to have to jump off here, guys. But
right,
I think next week we'll talk about doing some look at futures and stuff like that.
Sounds good.
College and NFL, and kind of go from there. And then I know it's getting to be fantasy football too for some of us. I don't know if you guys do that. I know me and Bowser, get involved with fantasy so we can talk about some of that too. So
yeah, we can. I used to back in the day. I haven't done it in a long time, only because you can't find too many fantasy football players in Thailand. So.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to try to talk fantasy football, but I'm also at the same time going to incorporate player props into it as well, and different things to look at.
I'm ready.
All right, well, it's something we can discuss off air, but we could actually do at some point if you line something up and just do a player prop show for.
Yeah, right. Well, let's connect on that.
Boys. So, all right.
Good.
All right, fellas, I'm out too.
Just want to let everybody know we have a NASCAR report. We'll be back. It will be back tomorrow night. Right, Cape will be on tomorrow night to give out his picks. Obviously, if you don't catch it live, you can catch it on the restreams and check it out on the channels. And it is a Sunday race, but he's got things to do, so we're going to do it tomorrow night. So it's another thing to look forward to. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks for everybody that joined in and watched us live, and thanks to Earl Sports. And maybe we'll get him on next week if he's free. And thanks to you guys for always just coming in and chatting with us. So.
All right.
Yes,
thanks for having us. Let's cash some tickets.
All right, let's cash some tickets and good luck, Phillies.
There we go. Go Phils.
All right. Thanks, guys.